Hi, ladies. I'm back. Happy Sunday, everyone. I hope your week has been wonderful, work-wise, family-wise, and you-wise. I hope you've been taking care of yourself, and I hope you've been enjoying your gratitude journaling, taking note of the things that make you happy, the things that you think you're thankful about in the morning, every day, every step of your life, the whole day, what's going on, and well, at the end of the day, I hope you are journaling and noticing the little things about yourself that you love and the other things that you think don't make you happy about yourself. Yeah, so we are back today. We are back, and what are we talking about today? So, we're still talking about the art of joyful living and stress management. So, basically, I think that's the whole point. We do self discovery so that you learn the things that you love about yourself and the things that you don't really necessarily like about yourself and you'd want to change. So, um, today we are going to talk about our emotions, feelings, how emotions contribute towards your joyful management and how emotions contribute towards your stress management. Or how you can actually use your emotions to notice what you like and to notice what you don't prefer. So we are talking about emotions today. Well, so what do we mean when we say emotions? I think we all know emotions is our feelings. Emotions are our feelings. When we have joyful emotions and we also have um, unhappy emotions. So when we talk about joyful emotions, we're talking about being happy. What makes me happy? When the feeling of joyful, the feeling of joyfulness, cheerfulness, happiness, when you're laughing and when everything is going well for you, when you're hopeful, when you're being friendly with other people, when your guards are not down, when you don't feel tight, when things are actually going on well for you and you're smiling, you're happy, you're surrounded with love, kindness, you're surrounded with people who are generous, with people who are giving, you're just feeling that, I'm high here of happiness. So whatever makes you happy, those are emotions. Then we also have emotions that don't make you happy. When we're experiencing something that's not making us happy, we feel sad, we feel low, we feel down, we feel disappointment, we feel guilt, when we feel jealousy, when we compare ourselves with other people, we feel, despair, or we are actually feeling maybe a point of hopelessness or powerless, or we are, depressed. So that's what we mean when we talk about emotions. There's a whole lot of feelings. We can't even describe them ourselves. What, sometimes we can't even exhaust the list, or because we feel differently in every situation. But it's either we like something or we don't like something. So how can we use our emotions to determine or to decide what we want, or to decide that actually I don't like these things? Yes. Um, so our emotions actually lead us into knowing what we should and what we should not do. This is what I believe, that when you are in alignment with who you are, when you're in alignment with what you identify yourself as, what you perceive yourself to be, when your reality is in alignment with that, that's when you are happy. Nothing is in conflict. Everything is just congruent. It's just in alignment with what you believe and what you think, your behavior, everything, even your emotions. Your emotions is evidence. That's how your body responds to external joy. That's to external something that's making you happy. Your body, that's how it responds. It gives you joyful emotions, it gives you happy emotions, it gives you cheerful emotions, because you're happy, and everything, you're in alignment. Your body, your behavior, your mind, they are all in alignment with who you are. And then you are happy like that. But when you're experiencing something that's not in alignment with who you think you are, or what you identify with, or who you believe with who you are, then that's when your body responds. It reacts in a way that won't make you happy. You feel bad, you feel sad, you feel angry, you feel guilty, you feel like you want to blame someone, you feel like you are powerless, you can't do something, you feel fear, you're afraid, you feel scared, because something that you're experiencing in your reality is not in alignment with who you believe to be. It's on in not your mind, some whatever is happening, your body, what your body is experiencing, and maybe the habits, what you are experiencing, the physical reaction, what you're experiencing is not okay for you. So your body tells you through feelings that this is not a situation that we like. So why we are talking about emotions today is so that, because we are talking about the art of joyful living and the art of stress management. So when your body tells you through emotions that we are not happy here, that's when you need to jot down what is happening, what was happening before, what was I thinking before that feeling of sadness came, what is the circumstance that's not making me happy, and why is it not making me happy, and what can I do? I have options to change this, or do I need to accept? You understand? Those are the questions that you ask yourself when you are journaling, when you're discovering yourself. You are actually being mindful of your emotions. We are not just and so that when you experience that circumstance again, you know that this doesn't make me happy because of maybe what I was thinking, or maybe the words that I was saying, or maybe it's a strong belief that I have, that's making me feel sad or feel unhappy, or feel like I don't have a choice, or feel like I'm a victim here, things like that. So when we are going through a journey of self-discovery, you need to understand your emotions as well, because that's what guide us. Our emotions guide us towards living a joyful life. Because if you take time to understand exactly what makes you happy, or what brings suffering on you, then you know what brings suffering to you, then you know where you want to change, and then you also know what you want to keep. You see, that's the difference. That's what I'm trying to point out here. With emotions are our guiding system. That's what tells you that the route that you're taking here is, of course, you need to change. So how do we do that? I talk about opposites. I talk about opposites a lot. That when you feel happy, that means everything is fine. I'm happy here right now, guys, because I'm talking to you. This is my passion. I love doing this. So I actually want to do more of this, because this keeps me happy. This keeps me sane. I find peace in doing this. Fine. But if I'm exposed into an experience where I am supposed to keep quiet, and I'm told, maybe I'm at work, and um I'm in a situation where I'm not able to speak, and somebody is controlling, or somebody is shouting at me, and I don't feel happy about that situation. But at the same time, I'm scared to speak up because I'm afraid to lose my job. You see, that means I have fear, and I'm scared, and I'm actually suffering inside because I'm not able to speak up. You understand? So that means I'm not in a happy situation. So that means I have to ask myself questions. Why am I not able to speak up? What is it that I'm afraid of? That if I speak up and say exactly how I feel, what am I afraid will happen? You see, so when you ask yourself those questions, because you're a person who likes speaking, I'm talking about opposites, because I'm a person who likes talking, and I'm a person who likes giving, speaking to people and connecting. So if I'm put in a situation where I'm restricted to speak, that means That's against who I am, because I identify myself as a person who likes connecting, who likes talking to people. So if I'm put in a position where I'm restricted from speaking, that means I'm not happy. That won't make me happy because it's in conflict with who I am. It's in conflict with whom I think I am, a person who likes talking to people. So I now have to ask myself a question then. What am I afraid of? How come when I'm at my house on Sunday, I can speak freely to a phone? But when I'm in front of people at work, how come I cannot speak freely? But yes, it's the same art of speaking. It's the same communication, way of communication. So you have to ask yourself those questions. What am I afraid of? But when you come to the office, I have to think about me losing a job. I have to think about me offending maybe my boss, because if I don't make my boss happy, then maybe I have a risk of losing my job. You understand? So that means I have a fear somewhere that if I speak up, then I will lose something. But when I'm at home, when I'm speaking to my girls on Sunday, I don't have that fear of losing something. You understand? I can speak up anytime. I don't have the fear, but when I'm at work, it's a different situation. I have a fear. So, what is it that I strongly believe that's making me afraid? My emotions are showing me that you are scared of something and you need to take care of that thing. Either you need to take care of me right now, or you need to take care of something. You need to find out what is it that's making you scared at work. You understand? Afraid of losing a job. What will happen if you lose a job? Then I won't be able to pay my fees or something like that. So if I look at that situation, what my emotions are trying to tell me there is, Aluta, you are not happy here. You need to do something. If you need to keep your job, then find a way of talking to your boss and explain exactly. You need to find freedom also. Otherwise, you will suppress yourself and be depressed. You will suppress yourself and be in despair and be powerless. And every time you come to work, you are always going to be depressed, and you're not going to be depressed, and you're not going to be looking forward to coming to work. You understand? So your emotions are telling you that this is not a right environment. This is not a good environment for you. You need to change something about it. That's an example of interpreting emotions for me. If I'm a person who loves talking to people and laughing and all that, if I'm also exposed to a person in a shop who is shouting and screaming at me, my emotions will jut out. I will feel scared as well, and I'll feel apprehensive because I'm scared for my life that someone will do something. So that's, my emotions are coming out to protect me, to tell me, Aluta, you need to get out of here because you might be in danger. You see, so we need to be mindful about our emotions, because let's use our emotions to guide us, towards the things that we like. Let's use our emotions to guide us towards the things that we need to change about ourselves. You understand? We need to be in a space where your emotions give you power to decide, where your emotions give you power to decide that, do I have other options if I'm not happy about this situation? If I don't prefer this, do I have options? Do I have options? Do I have option A, option B, option C, or do I need to accept this? You understand? So your emotions are your guiding system. That's what your GPS, that's what I believe is your GPS towards the things that you like. Whenever you're feeling a low emotion, bad, anger, whatever, guilt, that means you need to change something. Your emotions are showing you that this environment is not good for you. You need to change something about maybe your belief, about the things that you think, the words that you say to yourself, the narrative. Last week we talked about narratives. We talked about narratives. You need to change maybe the narrative about the situation, or you need to change your habits or your behavior or the way you're reacting. You understand? So your emotions are your guiding system. That's your GPS to show you whether what makes you happy and what doesn't make you happy. And if something doesn't make you happy, what is it that you need to change about it? So you need to look at it at a level of beliefs. Is it some belief that I need to change? is this belief that I'm scared of people, or now that I'm in the UK, I cannot disturb my job. Even though I'm unhappy, I need to protect my job, so I cannot speak up at work. Is it a belief that's true? Or it's something that I need to change? You know, am I giving maybe I'm just being overreacting about the situation. You understand? So you need to ask yourself a lot of questions when your emotions, when your bad emotions, or when your low emotions come out. You need to ask yourself a lot of questions. Why that thing bothers you, why you are not happy, why you have a conflict. Okay. And when you are experiencing high emotions, you need to study that also, because that's what defines you. Those are the things that make you happy. Those are the things that show your true self. And you want to mimic that. You want to bring the freedom that you experience on this side when you're feeling joy, when you're feeling happiness, is the same freedom that you want to bring this side. So I talked about opposites, the law of opposites. That's what I use. So when I feel like I can't speak, I'm a bit restricted at work and I'm feeling scared, that means the opposite of it is what I'm supposed to do. If I feel restricted, that means I need freedom. I need to find freedom somewhere. And I need to find freedom somewhere in that, circumstance. That, is it going to come from speaking out? Is it going to come from excusing myself from the meeting? Is freedom going to, I have to find options because I feel restricted. That means what I'm looking for is freedom. If I'm comparing myself to somebody else, and I feel like I am inferior to that person, I'm intimidated, what's lacking is me feeling confidence. You understand? The opposite of feeling inferior is confidence. That means I'm lacking confidence when I compare myself to somebody else. So what is it that I need to work on? I need to work on my confidence. You understand? If I'm feeling guilty about maybe something that I've done, and I feel bad about something, maybe I've caused someone to cry and I'm feeling guilty. What is the opposite of guilty? The opposite of guilty maybe is good, feeling good about something. So I need to feel good about what I have done, or I need to go and apologize, because apologizing is a good thing, so that I feel good about myself. You understand? So it's the law of opposites. Whatever is making you feel hopeless this side, you can find hope here and do something that gives you hope on the other side. So whatever feeling that sad feeling that you have this side, what it means is you're lacking happy. If you're feeling sad, you're lacking happy. So you need to find joy somewhere so that you feel happy. So what I'm just trying to explain here is, guys, we can be above our emotions. We can actually control, regulate and manage our emotions, because that's how we manage stress. Because our emotions is how our body reacts, when we are under stress or when we are happy. But what we are talking about now is when we are stressed, when we are under a stressful moment. How can we help ourselves? Look for the opposite of the low emotion that you're feeling. If you're feeling sad, look for something that will make you happy. If you're feeling jealousy or something, find something that will make you feel confident, or find something that will make you celebrate yourself, or your achievements before. You understand? Your achievements that you have, acquired before. Look and focus on them, instead of feeling that you're less than somebody else. So I use the law of opposites when I talk about my emotions. Be mindful about your emotions, because you can actually regulate them. You can actually be on top of them and make use of study yourself using your emotions. What is it that I like, and what is it that I don't like? If it's something that I don't prefer, how can I use this to make me happy? Find the opposite feeling. Find the opposite feeling. And that's how you can you bring yourself to happy. That's how you can bounce back. So thank you, ladies. That's our lesson for today. Use your emotions to study yourself. Manage your emotions. Let me have questions to talk about. If you have questions about this, let me have them in my inbox. Have a lovely week, and I hope you understand about emotions, And I hope I made it easy and it made sense. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening to me. Have a beautiful day. Bye bye. See you next time.